My name is Mary Oldham. I'm here at Tiverton Mid Devon Show. I'm hoping to work on this painting today, and you will see hopefully the finished result. I use oil pastels, which are different to soft pastels, and wax pencils just for the fine detail. And hopefully you'll be able to see the picture going through. Right, now I've done the eyes of the dog. I feel that this helps me personally because it gives the animal life, and I can work out from that. As you can see, I have started now laying down the colour, and I'm using what they call a paper stunt. This is actually really tightly rolled paper, and I use it to blend the colour into the base of the paper. This paper is velour, which feels a little bit like velvet and has a pile, so I feel that it gives quite a nice dimension to your paper. I'm using this just to keep the paper clean because the black, although it doesn't really come off on your hands like soft pastel, it does come off a bit, and I don't want to mark my background colour before I put anything in. So we're working on this side, depending how I feel, whether I start on the other side or even carry on down. Now I'm now working on the second part of the dog's ear. I've put the basic coat down. I'm now putting a few highlights in, which again I'm using the pencil stump just to blend the shade in. Basically the underneath of this here, I'm going to leave this now. I'm feeling a little bit more of the underneath lights and darks. No detail, it's just the darks and the lights, which will actually give you the shape of the dog itself. Just using white for the highlights here. These colours are not greys, they're warm colours. There's yellow and there's pinks in it. It keeps the warmth in the colour, and so we progress. Right, now I've got to a certain stage here where I feel that I need to just tighten all these bits up. The basic shapes and shades and shadows are here. The eyes need tightening. I need to finish off the ears, put a few wisps of hair as it is in the photograph, and tie it in down here. The little finer details like the spots, at the moment I've only got in my basic guidelines, but they have to be exactly right, otherwise it isn't that dog. Put in the grass and the shadow, which we have here, so that when it's framed and mounted, it's not floating in space, and it is actually tied into the picture. And you'll see in the finished picture I have to tidy up the nose, one or two other little bits, but it's just really finishing details. Right, this is the finished picture. As you will see, I've tightened up around the eyes as I said I was going to. I have put in grass on the background, which ties it in with the photo, so you don't have the picture floating in midair, so that when it's framed and mounted it will be standing on something. The legs have been tied in, the feathers on the legs, the finer details, the whispers of hair around the ears and the chest hairs. You can see the difference from this picture, which is the finished picture, to the last one that you saw before.